is for those who are basically on the verge of self destruction, even at this time. And I highly encourage you to call the suicide hotline. Yes, call the suicide hotline if you are going through something like that. I just want to put that disclaimer out there, just in case someone is going through something. Just call them just to have someone to talk to if you need to do that. If nothing else, because sometimes just having a listening ear can really help. So do that if nothing else before you continue on with this video, if nothing else. Okay. But I want to add to this if you come back and watch the rest of this video after you called the suicide hotline, because I believe this video will help you because it's what I'm about to tell you has helped me. So I don't want to speak from a place I've never been. So yes, I've been to this place that I'm about to tell you, and yes, there are people who try to expose that, and some people try to exploit that. It depends, but nevertheless, what you find out through this experience is you find out who really cares for you and who doesn't. That's one thing. But don't let that be your focus. Don't let people be your focus, and you'll see what I mean by the time this video is completed, by the time you listen to the rest of this video. As you see with the title, love yourself for once. Just love yourself for once. Okay? And what I mean by loving yourself for once, if you think about it, when you're contemplating on taking yourself out, you're taking yourself out. That's not loving yourself, right? And what I mean by this is love yourself for once. We want to harm ourselves really more or less because of the harm we are feeling from other people, per se. Like the harm, the weight of this world, the burden, right? We're feeling this. And so a lot of times our solution is just to get away from it. It's not like you want to really hurt yourself. You're just trying to get away. That's what it really is. You're not really trying to hurt yourself. You just want to get away. And ultimately, the only way you feel like you can get away is to do something to yourself. What if I were to tell you there's a different way to get away? That's what I want to explore. And so it goes with this topic of loving yourself for once. And that's not to say you've never loved yourself at all or before. It's just for once, like right now in this time, love yourself. When it seems like the world is against you and you have no one on your side, you still have you. Now, you also have this, you have these motivational speeches about you got to compete with yourself. You got to better yourself every day. You got to fight yourself. You got to kill the old you, all of that. And I've talked on certain things before with other people on other platforms about that philosophy of, killing the old you in order to better yourself. I'm going to say don't kill you, just better yourself. So you help yourself instead of killing yourself, you see? So if it were me, and I'm just only speaking for me, I'm not a licensed therapist or nothing like that. So I'm just saying, if it were me. So hypothetically speaking, don't take what I'm saying. Don't take what I'm saying literally. But if it resonates to you, that's awesome. But if it were me, I would say that I would be just trying to help you with things that you like. Even if you're too depressed to think about it right now, I would just work on what you like. What do you like to eat? Okay. What do you like to eat? Where do you like to go? Have you been to these certain places? And when was the last time you went there? When was the last time you ate that certain type of food? I say this to say that with most therapists, they'll ask you similar questions like that, but no one really goes into details of trying to help you be better. If there's things that you do need, like with certain resources, certain avenues, a lot of times one's lack of love of themselves could be contributed to the environment that they're in. Okay. Now, it's not saying that you want a handout. You sometimes just need a hand up, and that's all it takes for somebody. Maybe that's all it takes for certain people is just having a hand up, and that will help them turn things around in their own life to where you didn't have to give them a handout, right? So there's a lot of people that are just one hand up away from really doing something huge in their life, and it will impact other people's lives, right? So we should just become more like a philanthropist. We should become more charitable in these times. We don't see more of it, and that's why we see more people just willing and wanting to take themselves out because they don't experience the love around them. So it makes them not know how to really love themselves, right? So I just encourage those who don't have the love around them because I speak from experience. Just work on even loving yourself more. And if you have to replay this video a few times, that's fine. But I just want to really, in my own way, say to you, love yourself. Work on bettering yourself. Work on believing in yourself when you have nobody else believing in you. And I'll leave you with this for whoever out there is struggling and contemplating wanting to take themselves out right now. Okay. I'll say to you, keep in mind what I said about don't try to compete with yourself and kill the old you. Work on helping yourself. Be your own coach. But guess what that took? It took a greater version of yourself to help your current self be better. Now that ties in with the scripture. Greater is he that's in me than he that is of this world. That other person had to rise out of you to help you in your current state to be better going forward. So the better version of yourself is already inside of you because of the creator instilling himself in you to be that better version of yourself. So that person just comes out of you. Your answer is already within you. Okay. So I say that to say if nothing else, and if anything else, make sure you call the suicide hotline if need be. Call somebody just to have somebody to talk to. But also keep in mind what I've said based on my experience. Just work on loving yourself a little bit more and work on helping you better yourself. Not just bettering yourself, but help you better yourself. And along the way, yes, based on also my experiences, the creator will bring a lot more wonderful things around your way and it will make up a multitude for those who have left you, those who have left you hanging. Okay. It'll make up for all of that, all the things that you've lost, not just people you've lost, but things that you've lost too. The creator has his wonderful way of showing you the way when it seems like there's no way. And keep in mind what Bruce Lee said, using no way as way having no limitation as limitation. Y'all stay blessed and stay on the straight and narrow.